used to every single ancient that is on the stack.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. That's gonna be extremely difficult.
I'm not entirely, don't take my word for that, but I watched some comments and they said it was going to take on all the ancients being stacked just to prevent the ancient stacking meta. So as in preventing the farming, you know, just
yeah, but you can
since
still
Titan
stack
doesn't.
you can still stack hard camps.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Yeah, it's just making it a little bit less efficient, maybe needing another support to helping with the stack.
Yeah. So
Yes,
alternatively,
or taking a longer time.
Yeah, plus you can simply stack hard camps. It won't be quite as fast or efficient, but it'll still be very good. Alright, so there come the Witch Doctor pick from L0THARD, Team L0THARD I mean, and Tango Gaming actually decides to pick up Legion Commander. Really
Which is
interesting pick.
Kinda strange, because they have a lot of CC at the moment, just really preventing Legion from even getting there in the first place.
But if you look at it, Legion can get a BKB if she farms a lot in the beginning, and they have nothing that goes for BKB on the enemy team.
Yeah, and it's really easy to pick up Witch Doctor in a duel, as well as Puck, really easy.
Exactly, Legion can get a Blink and BKB, and if you look at Tango Gaming, not only do they have swap to swap out whoever Legion Commander is dueling or Legion Commander herself, they also have the Tidehunter ultimate so they can disable everyone during that duel. And then they have Jakiro's Ice Path as well and Macro Fire, so they have all the tools they need to win a duel for Legion Commander as long as they initiate.
Now they pick Centaur to counter that one. So.
Yeah, Centaur gonna really stomp Legion's face in once he gets his Blink Dagger. But gotta be careful. You got to remember that Tidehunter will go ahead of Legion Commander towards into the enemy team because he doesn't give a fuck. He's a tanky motherfucker, and he will simply pop Ravage. And Centaur cannot be anywhere within range if he wants to help his teammate Legion Commander. But the range for Tidehunter's Ravage, if you look at it, is 1025, and that's pretty much the range of a Blink that's not targeted. So if you don't manually target Centaur's Blink and use try to go above the max range, it blinks around 1100, not the full 1200 range. So yeah, Centaur can't even get close to Tidehunter. Legion will still win the duel. So I'd say it's all about Puck getting in there and quickly silencing Tidehunter before he can get his Ravage off. Oh yeah, I know what song to put on.
Anti-mission Spectre being banned, so both of them really going quite team fight orientated, but no one wants to really take it to the late game, except for just, well, having Legion getting duels will take it to the late game pretty easily, but they will survive the late game, rather say.
Oh, they banned out the late game carries, hyper carries, Spectre and anti-mage. They know Tango Gaming likes to play their anti-mage a lot. In this game, I honestly didn't see them picking it. I mean, what if they sent Legion?
And there's another hyper carry, so that's kind of...
And that means Legion is not going to main carry. Legion is simply going to be another initiator along Tidehunter. Their main carry is
which is absolutely fine, because Phantom Assassin is actually really easy to kite, even with the dagger. So and the Blink, that's just my opinion. I think she's really easy to kite if you have at least some CC. So
she will need a BKB, that's for sure. But I think she's mainly gonna profit off the Legion Commander duels. It's gonna be like a freeway lane, and Tango will have two of them, while L0THARD will only have one of them, because they need to counter Legion Commander's duel. But meanwhile, Legion Commander and Phantom Assassin can both make a profit off of each duel that Legion Commander has, because Phantom Assassin will deal massive damage with her dagger and crits. And while Tidehunter Ravage is up, they will have more than enough time to kill off whoever Legion Commander is dueling. That means free damage for Legion, more gold for Phantom, levels as well. So she gets closer to her BKB, Legion gets closer to her BKB. So it's a win-win situation for Shared Tango Gaming if they utilize it properly. But if they allow Centaur and Puck to get very early blink daggers, that this plan might backfire on them pretty harshly. There actually comes a Medusa pick. I guess it's a counter to Legion Commander and Phantom Assassin in the sense that they can't simply burst Medusa down. Medusa has a lot of armor to her agility, not to mention tankiness. Yeah, it shouldn't really scare Medusa.
Let's see how they started out. Okay, sorry. I'm a bit busy at the moment, so I'll say
trading.
Nah.
Then what? Alright, we have Jakiro picking up a smoke. Will they try something early game? Centaur going top lane in the Radiant side. Gonna place down an observer ward somewhere. Meanwhile in bot lane, Ogre and Medusa, along with Witch Doctor, scouting out their jungle. And there's an observer ward placed here in top lane by Centaur. Meanwhile in bot lane, Tidehunter actually places his observer ward over here, hoping it won't get scouted out.
I think Medusa has a lot of potential to become really strong because she can actually take a lot of damage from a PA, even though the mana will suffer. But
look at this sentry ward over here. What the hell is going on?
I think it was the failed placement. I think.
Could be.
Yeah.
There's an observer ward by the Dyers here as well, and a bounty room pickup from Centaur. Meanwhile, Jakiro gets an illusion rune bottom. Harasses Witch Doctor a bit. Won't really do anything though.
Oh, sorry for that. Illusion's coming for Jakiro, zoning in the mouth a little bit. Not gonna do anything really to have the ward, and that's what it's supposed to do. The sentry is a bit misplaced, so it's a bit wasted since they even accidentally used one in the Radiant base. So
Tidehunter actually sitting on a Tango and 2 rings of protection.
Actually, a lot of damage being dealt by the illusion and some what's it called? The liquid fire on top of that as well, dealing quite a lot of damage to both Witch Doctor and Medusa.
Meanwhile, the mid lane Legion Commander actually being forced to salve up because Puck dealt so much damage to her with their ranged auto attacks. Bot lane, Medusa sitting on one last.
Vengeful is falling on the top lane though. First blood goes to L0THARD.
Ogre Centaur, but what happened exactly? Did Vengeful?
Vengeful was a bit out of position, I think, and a stun I think came from Centaur, or because Ogre didn't have any. But she was taking quite a beating from both of them, and they were both together, both Kickoff and Boned. So they kind of caught her out because of that ward, I think. You kind of saw she was standing around here, and they just went around the trees right there.
That could have been explained in one sentence, though. She got caught out simply.
Yeah, she was stupid. However, this is a bit interesting.
Yeah, Venture Spirit
back up 30.
Yeah, but they're both sitting on very low health. Both Puck and Legion Commander. Legion Commander trying to collect enough mana to use her overwhelming gods. And there goes the Venture Spirit using Wave of Terror on Puck, but Puck has Bottle. Ogre putting on some harassment on Vengeful Spirit with his Ignite. Meanwhile in bot lane, while Tidehunter did take a lot of punishment under the tower, he's sitting on 10 last hits, which is extremely good, and he uses Anchor Smash on Medusa to screw up her last hitting power.
Oh, and Legion's falling, I think. Are they gonna trade kills? No. Oh, wow,
He
both.
saved him in time.
Yeah, and the tower wasn't even in range. If there would have been a fight a little bit further in the tower, I think they would have traded the kills.
Well, if you look at it, the
or Legion would have survived anyways.
Press the attack gives a lot of health, like 5 times 30, that's 150 health. That's like.
I still think Puck won that one since still has HP left. Vengeful's coming in though, but nah, going back to high ground right away.
Puck's winning out in general in mid lane right now.
Yeah, but Medusa's having quite a bit of trouble too with Jakiro. Well, almost everyone has trouble with Jakiro, especially slow hard carries like
But
Medusa.
if you look at top lane, there's Centaur who already has his Tranquil Boots and is slowly pouring from a Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, Phantom Assassin only has 10 last hits, so they're trading their bot lane power for their top lane power right now. And Ogre trying to put some harassment onto Ogre Magi, get an auto attack in return, using the Ignite. Is he gonna use the stun? And there comes the Vengeful Spirit. They might actually get a kill here on top lane. No, she decides to only use a Wave of Terror.
And I think Phantom doesn't really have any damage to dish out at the moment, so I think Vengeful is the one that is going to make all the damage if they're going to do anything without a gank from Legion.
Well, part of the problem is that this ward just does so much for the Radiant side right now.
Legion is picking up a haste though, so might actually be able to swing around Puck when they actually don't see it. But Jakiro does not have Ice Path, but is still there ready to help do damage. But they swing around with Vengeful though, so they can actually maybe catch Puck here with the haste, maybe force out. That's exactly what's going to happen, but their Puck is really too fast for them. And the orb is going too far, and there's a TP coming in for Tidehunter, but it gets immediately cancelled though, because he has no HP.
And Vengeful actually gonna die to Puck here, most likely, unless she manages to
TP. Or I think she's gonna get a TP.
Yeah, she TP'd out in time. Meanwhile, Centaur, Warrunner, and
is Legion gonna get a kill though? He gets a kill, a follow-up kill from that TP, however.
Not a dual kill, but still enough to
allowed her to get to level 6 though, so
yeah. That evened out the mid lane power advantage that Puck has. That means Puck is now behind in EXP and gold. Meanwhile, Phantom Assassin got killed by Centaur top lane though. Probably got too cocky trying to harass Ogre. Or actually, if you look at it, Centaur has fairly low health, so she might have been trying to go for Centaur. I forgot to disable this.
What's interesting that Tidehunter is actually leading in last hits.
Well, that's what you do as
quite even.
You simply go up to Medusa's face and you use your E.
Oh, Jakiro is going a bit ham on Witch Doctor, but it's gonna quickly heal up.
Well, Witch Doctor doesn't have Maledict. Even if he did have it, it would be level 1, so he couldn't win a trade.
And I think it's still a smart choice to not spec Maledict, since it's against a Tidehunter. You can deal quite a lot of damage to Tidehunter without actually doing anything. And Medusa doesn't really have anything to come with except for the snake. But anyway, it's kind of like after the snake, you really don't have any damage because none of them really have any as of yet.
And there goes an initiation top against Vengeful Spirit, both Centaur and Puck, but they failed to get anyone. I think they missed the Dream Trial. Or even if they hit it, they managed to hit the double edge from Centaur, but he missed the hoof stomp. And Centaur is trying to go back to harass Phantom Assassin once more. Where they don't have the Ogre Magi though. They're being slightly too cocky here. Vengeful Spirit still has mana for a stun, even though he has very low mana. Centaur missing the hoof stomp again. That means he has no mana for hoof. Well, actually, he does have mana for hoof stomp if he uses the magic stick. So he may be a little bit down, but definitely not out. They can surely get a kill. And there goes the hoof stomp and the loser rope and double edge on Phantom Assassin. Beautiful kill. Phantom Assassin getting a bit cocky with their farm there. Underestimating the damage output from Centaur.
I feel like that when you play PA, it's really easy when you have level 6 to go in where you're not supposed to, because you know you have a crit, but it's not that reliable in terms of actually going ham in on people that have CC,
well,
and it's quite easy.
This level of play, it shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't, but it does happen.
No, even if it's PA, Like, she's simply underestimating the centaur damage. She may have level 1 evasion, but it does nothing against the centaur puck combo.
Thought we were gonna swing around Legion, but
Might
luckily...
actually initiate on centaur here, and then they go with the dagger. The ice path misses. Well, Vengeful Spirit comes in and stuns.
Tide.
Does she get it off in time? And centaur
Centaur's
falls
running
to
back in.
Jakiro's liquid breath in the end.
Yeah, Centaur's running back in. Questionable decision from him,
He
really.
could have just run away with Stampede, but he was like, let's try to get a kill out of this somehow. Yeah, that was a bit silly. Maybe it's a tactical feat. They're trying to get PA to be more ballsy so she would feed more.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있다.
Meanwhile, Share Tango Gaming putting out a nice observer award here. The thing is, I have to apologize. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do it this stream. The next stream, I'm gonna restart. I mean, the next game, I'm gonna restart the stream to fix some issues. Tidehunter has a Ring of Basilius, Ring of Protection, and Arcane Boots, so he has a ton of mana regen, not to mention armor against Medusa. Medusa dealing absolutely no damage to him with one level of practice.
Witch Doctor might actually fall. I think Witch Doctor's gonna fall if it's gonna commit with an
if
OP.
he ravages. If he simply ravages, but he chooses not to use it.
He needs to do it.
Why didn't he pop the ravage? He would have gotten the kill.
It's not like there's a lot of important team fights going on now, so he could have just kept using it, really. Or could have really just popped it right away.
Witch Doctor's level 5, he's not that much of an important target.
Maybe wants to use it on Puck right now.
Yeah, might actually use it on Puck.
But
the problem is, they saw him coming there with a ward, and Puck is actually backing off, not going to take any risks. Puck knows he won't be able to react in time to the Ravage, but by the time you see those tendrils coming, you're already stunned. Jakiro putting on Harass in top lane.
yeah, and he only has 1 point in phase shift, so it's not gonna be enough anyways. Probably even if he manages to phase shift in the ult, he will still get hit by it. Because the phase shift is so slow.
She would need to predict it via sound alone. Like, you would need to hear the Ravage coming to hit it on time.
I think it would have stayed if it had maybe just one more point in it, then it would have been fine. But there's still a duel coming in.
That's not the point. She would still get Ravaged nonetheless. And they're taking a double hard caps stank. It's not about how long the phase shift is. It's about reacting to the Ravage in the first place. If you get Ravage from the fog of war in the woods, you will get hit with the very edge before you even see it. So that would be the problem Puck's facing, but they saw Tidehunter coming, so it wasn't a problem for them. Meanwhile, Medusa, Farmer Way already has a Perseverance and Ring of Aqua along with the Power Treads. Sitting on 61 last hits, Tidehunter only having 41, and Tidehunter actually TPs to mid lane, gotta use Ravage! Legion Commander getting away with barely any help! And Tidehunter manages to pick up the kill on Witch Doctor. Very nice save. I guess this is why he saved the Ravage. He managed to pick up Witch Doctor in the end either way, but managed to save Legion Commander as well at the same time. So while we were saying that it's a questionable decision that he didn't pop it on Witch Doctor, it's more than justified at this point. And Phantom Assassin actually getting this initiated on in top lane, but Centaur...
He has a Blink Dagger though, he has a Blink Dagger, so if he gets in range, he could probably get something out of it.
Actually, he's gonna pick up Jakiro instead. Is he gonna get away though? PA crits on the first hit. She deals on Centaur. So while Centaur does kill Jakiro, Phantom Assassin.
Oh my god, so much look.
The bottom tier 1 tower from the Dire side is going down to Medusa. Medusa almost having half her ultimate orb. Things aren't looking very good, because if you look at PA's farm, she only has Power Treads, and she's building drums now, along with a Ring of Basilius, so Medusa's certainly more itemized than Phantom Assassin at this point. Meanwhile, Puck in mid lane just got his dagger.
quite a late one, but quite a significant one at this time though, because
yeah, because they have two Blink Daggers, both on Centaur and Puck, so they're gonna make the plays now. But Legion Commander already getting a Blink Dagger in return.
Yeah, the same time though, but it's gonna matter. It's gonna change up a little bit since you can blink in and ulti now.
A little bit. It's gonna be huge difference, to be honest. This is the game breaker right here. Without those Blink Daggers, those two heroes would be pretty much useless.
And now that the race comes to with the one who gets the BKB first, so that'll be interesting.
I wonder if Medusa is even gonna go BKB.
It's smoked up though, but they have two CCs right here.
They have a smoked up Legion with a blink. That's pretty dangerous. And Legion, will she use it? She actually tries to dodge the Witch Doctor stun. And her dagger is off cooldown. She's gonna duel Puck. Will they get Puck? And Puck drops the Legion Commander. She gets the duel victory and 10 damage.
And no damage from the Death Ward really.
Oh
so,
yeah, Witch Doctor had no choice but to back off, or she would have had to face the wrath of Vengeful Spirit.
No, but I mean, even though Channel didn't really do anything, because I think press the attack was on. Yeah, I think it was on.
But yeah, he could have continued, but he was like, oh shit, Vengeful Spirit is coming towards me with Never Soul, I better back the fuck out. So he made the right choice there. Meanwhile, they did lose the kill, but it was definitely a victory of a duel for them. I mean, they killed a core and they got damage for Legion Commander. There's not much more you could have wanted from that.
Yeah, Tidehunter starting to stack now. I think this stack might actually give the Blink Dagger needed for him. I think it gives enough gold.
Yeah, most likely, yeah, he's gonna get his Blink from this stack. It's like an average 200 gold per Ancient stack.
Legion's coming in, but Medusa is coming already in Puck as well, with a big silence actually. So a failed gank attempt in killing two of the two hard carries and getting the
gank. That was a tower dive. More like it. That was like a failed tower dive. They didn't get Centaur fast enough, so Medusa and Puck were simply able to TP in quick enough and
same shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tidehunter, yeah, exactly. He got his Blink Dagger with like 350 gold in the margin.
Which will go towards his mech for sure. He's gonna start building his mechanism now, and the thing.
Centaur is on Jakiro and he's gonna go down. So ulti being popped, but it's only in vain. I think it's only just to prevent the creeps if they would have come, but they just spawned.
It prevents pushing and gives farm to Jakiro, so he won out with the ultimate sword.
But I think they're gonna TP bottom now, or do they have TP cooldown on TPs? Because I've seen a lot of TP. No, they really don't have any TP, so they could TP pretty fast. And here we see a TP coming from Medusa again to farm, to continue farming. But Tidehunter is coming around. I wonder if Centaur is a bit deep with that HP, so if actually Tidehunter finds out, he can actually get quite an easy kill on Centaur right here.
You know, on the mid lane, Vengeful Spirit sitting there with a smoke.
But I think it's night time, so he doesn't really see. But if he shows himself in the lane, but however the Tranquil Boots are on now, so he cannot really do anything if he doesn't get back up really quickly from his teammates. And Legion doesn't really have any HP for that.
Puck's going to bottle the Bounty Rune. She seems to be taking risks though. Puck actually uses the Blink Dagger to go in and put some damage onto Vengeful Spirit.
It was really risky, because if Legion would have been a bit closer and the dagger not on cooldown, that would have been an instant death, but it seems like Puck is going down anyways. No,
is he gonna?
Actually blinks away with the phase shift and the orb.
Yeah.
Pretty fast plays.
Tide actually cancelled his Anchor Smash while Puck was using the Essence Shift.
And again, like we see Medusa forcing away another team fight by keeping farm or keeping the lane pushed and
meanwhile, she also
giving them any space.
Still. I mean, she has a Lincolns now. Oh yeah, she has a Lincolns. That's a 16-minute 52-second Lincolns. And meanwhile, in mid lane, Jakiro again getting initiated by Puck and Centaur. Those two Blink Daggers really doing their work. Centaur starting to build a force, actually has finished the force staff already. If we look at the EXP and gold graphs, well, the Radiant is slightly ahead, but if you think about the mid-game power that they have with Centaur, Puck, Witch Doctor, Medusa, they're certainly at a major advantage right now, because all the Dire team is relying on is their Ravage.
Yeah, and with the Lincolns, Legion can't really hop on to Medusa before any beforehand attacks on her. with the spells, and they have to be really fast. Because the Tripoli is just faster than you might think. Kinda feels like it's always 15 seconds, but it kinda goes a long way when you're 5v5 just bouncing around on maybe like mid lane.
Since there's a pause, I'm gonna stop the stream and fix my issues there.